What up, y'all? Thanks for tuning in to another episode of the Black Expat Podcast. I'm Carl, the Black Expat, and I'm coming at you guys live on YouTube. Now, I got a bunch of questions from the previous episodes asking me about where are you actually podcasting from, right? We know you're in Taiwan. Do you have access to a bar? Did they just let you go and record videos in whenever you want to? No, not really. But I did want to make sure I answered that question today. But before we get started, I jump into how I and my best friend Patrick, who's not here, opened the first and only 100% black-owned bar in Taiwan, Taiwan. But before we jump into everything, you guys know what's up. Let's take a drink. So, about 7 or 8 years ago, after I had hired Patrick to come out here and work and be a teacher with me in Taipei, Taiwan, in Downshore to be specific, we started traveling, right? Traveling, going to different places around the world, always sitting at the bar. Why? Because bartenders are usually, almost always, the most interesting, fascinating, well-informed, down-to-earth, cool people you'll ever meet, no matter what country you're in and where you're going. So whenever you go out to drink, word of advice, always sit at the bar. We had traveled to all these countries and we had tried, I think between us, more than 500 different beers. Patrick loves IPAs. I don't like them as much. I like wheat beers and I like dark beers and I like lagers and pilsners and all that good stuff. So between us, we tried a bunch of different beers. And we had a podcast called Six Packs with Expats, where every podcast, I think we did like 100 episodes. We would try a different beer with one another and then we would rate it and talk about it on the podcast as we shared our many travel stories that we had, or just talk about whatever we wanted to talk about, right? So as we were doing that, and as we were, partying in Taiwan and meeting a bunch of different people and traveling to more than 50 countries, we're like, you know what? We should probably own a bar. Why? Bartenders are dope. They always got a bunch of amazing stories. We already got that. We like to drink. Duh, opening a bar would be great as long as you don't drink what you sell, which is hard to do. This is the bar beer, but it's okay. I paid for it out of my pocket because I own the place. And then we're like, you know what? We wanted to open it. It was just so hard in Taiwan because Taiwan has a lot of bars in Taipei where we were before. A lot of bars open and they close really quickly. It's a lot of people up there, but it's also a lot of competition. So we never really found the right situation or circumstance to be able to open a bar. Fast forward 8 years, we moved to Taichung. We lived up the street. We were walking down the street. We found a place that had 6 floors. The price was right. The timing was perfect for both of us. We're like, you know what? Let's open a bar. But what kind of vibe and feel do we want to have? When we're thinking about opening a bar out here in Taiwan, the first thing we thought of was something that is for black people, right? Because we are 2 black males. And the reason why we say that is because we've never walked into a space or place in Taiwan in many years we've been here where it just immediately felt like home, outside of our own home, right? When I say feels like home, I mean the music was right, the smell of food was good, and the people behind the bar either looked like us or could relate to us. We never had that. So when we were opening our own bar, we wanted to make sure that we had that vibe for sure. Second thing is the music. Love Taiwan to death. Music be trash. And the clubs, at the bars, and people's cars when they're riding past with the top down, it'd be terrible. So you definitely want to make sure that if anything we open, the music is gonna be popping. And that's what we definitely make sure we have for the bar. Third thing was a safe haven. Like one of the names that we toyed around with before we named it Arts and Crafts. Arts being because Patrick is an artist, he can do anything he sets his mind to art-wise or anything-wise, to be honest. And crafts being the beer, I'm in charge of that, and the money, and the advertising, the structure, all that good stuff. So it was a perfect dichotomy for us to get that started. But yeah, we wanted to create a safe space, people to come and talk about things. So when the George Floyd thing started going on, this was a space we opened up, people to come and feel safe in a safe zone, to have conversations, to feel supported, things of that nature. So it was a really important endeavor for us to make sure that we had those 3 things, right? Black owned, great music, and a safe space for people of color to come and feel like they have a place that they can call home outside of their own homes. And that's what we work to create here at Arts and Crafts Bar. You can check us out on Instagram, Arts and Crafts Bar, Facebook, Arts and Crafts Bar Taichung, or through my social media channels, which you should already have. The black_expat on IG, same thing on Twitter, same thing on Facebook, same name all over the place. Check me out. Links are also in my podcast description. But yeah, so starting a bar, we really wanted to do it like that. And starting a bar overseas, was it difficult? Yeah. A lot of paper you have to get signed, you have to have a certain level of investment. You need Taiwanese support because whenever you open anything in another country that's not America, from my experience anyway, you need the support of locals. You need local people to fill up the bar because expats will not fill it up on a weekly basis. Number one, we travel too much. Number two, a lot of us don't drink that much as often as it would seem. And number four, there's more locals than there is foreigners. So obviously you want to fill your bar up with a good mixture of both, but most likely it'll be mostly locals. Was it hard? Hell yeah. Did a lot of work go into it? Yes. Patrick built the bar. Did he paint these walls? Yeah. Did I paint the art? No, he painted the art. But I did add some of the white color to it, so I did do something. But yeah, it was a lot of hard work, a lot of grinding, but every step of the way when we were building this bar was amazing, right? Every milestone, we took pictures of day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, up until we opened. We literally bought the bar on May 15th. We opened a soft opening June 1st. And within those 2 weeks, Patrick and I worked as hard as we ever worked. We don't have a car out here in Taiwan. We were moving pieces of wood on scooters, on our scooters. So when I say we worked hard, we worked amazingly hard to have arts and crafts bar. And it's been hard because coronavirus hit, and for 6 months we had no guests, no customers. If you want to become a Patreon of us and support us, click the link in the description, Patreon of the Black Expat Podcast, or check out inhousebartender.com for the best bartender you'll ever meet. Guarantee you that. Check that out. But yeah, I mean, it was definitely a rough patch. We didn't get any financial support from the government because we're foreigners. And America got one stimulus rolling out. That sucks. But yeah, it's been a truly rewarding experience, and I wouldn't replace it for anything. So I definitely put some videos at the end of this, and as I was talking, I kind of talked about the experience we had. Hope you guys enjoyed people doing the electric slide. They weren't all black. Someone may know what they was doing. Don't make fun of them. Encourage them. Appreciate it. Kinda. So yeah, definitely check out the video. But also, yeah, you're looking to travel anytime soon, want to check us out in Taiwan, hop on a plane. We right here with you, man. Waiting on you. Check us out. But get tested first. Coronavirus is real. But yeah, that's my story. 5 minutes or less, I hope, of how we started the first and only 100% black-owned bar in Taiwan and how we are still going. Thank you guys for tuning in. As always, check out the Black Expat Podcast, wherever podcasts are available. Become a patron, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Take a drink with me. Delicious.
Flip, war, cheers, and go! Come on, Carl. Come on, Carl. Come on, Carl.